Hello everybody, it's Christina. I'm back here. I'm gonna do the unboxing of the pink flower version of the Tamagotchi Pix today. Yesterday I did the purple one and I had a couple of people asking me to do the pink, but it was just a little bit too dark and I was waiting for daylight, so I figured we'll go ahead and get started. So I've had some fun playing with the other one so far, with the purple. You can see my little character is growing. If it shows up here, there you go. Oh, whoops, there's a poo. So I did discover the same thing that some people were saying with the buttons. When you go to click certain things, it's almost like it's like heat sensitive. I don't know what it is, because you can just barely like hover over some of them and it registers a click, and it was a little bit annoying. But when I put the vinyl case on the front, that greatly helped reduce it. I'm trying to put this to the test this week so that I can see if that's actually the thing, or if I'm just adjusting to touching the little touch button. So we'll see. I'll keep everybody updated like I've promised. Just kind of getting to know him still, or her. I think I have a girl. But yeah, I've not figured everything out yet. I have not taken the time to read the instructions yet, so what I know so far is literally just from either watching other reviews or just playing around navigating it myself. So let's go ahead. I want to show you the box first. I didn't notice this right away, but I thought it was kind of cool. This reminds me of like Pokemon cards where it's like kind of holographic. I don't know what you call it. But the box itself is a very large box. I'm not sure why they do this here in other regions outside of Japan, but it is very large. There's literally nothing inside of here except for one little instruction manual, so it's a little strange. But that being said, I figured I would just give you a quick review of the box here so you can see. It's kind of fun. They're sharing the future colors that are be coming out next, I think in August, are going to be this blue bubble version and this green one, which for Animal Crossing fans, look at that. That's so perfect. I can't wait. I'm definitely going to be ordering the green one when it comes out. But here you go. There's the back, so you can kind of see same thing. It's kind of a shiny, I don't know, look to it. It's cute. My package was damaged slightly. You can see up here there's like a crack in the box, so UPS delivered this. I pre-ordered through Amazon, and the box was just totally smashed on one side. They had placed both of these in like a large box with no filler in it whatsoever, so since there was a big gap, it obviously got smashed, but it doesn't seem to have affected the shell. So hopefully right now when I take it out, we can see, and I'll just double check. That would be really sad. Let me go ahead and grab a little razor guy here so we can open and see what the pink one looks like. I'm so excited. I've been anxiously awaiting these guys to arrive, and I was so sad when I saw everybody getting theirs, and my tracking kept showing that it wasn't going to arrive until next week, and then suddenly the day before it said it would arrive on Monday. So I figured, okay, well, at least I have Monday off of work. I have time to learn how to navigate and play with them. And then I saw some other people posting that theirs was updated in the afternoon, so I checked on mine again, and lo and behold, it said it was going to be arriving on the 2nd, which was a Friday, so I was happy. And then suddenly it just arrived. So I don't know what happened there with the tracking, but so that's that. So this is really what's everything that comes inside that box. So you can see it's kind of ridiculous how big it is. But that being said, let's go ahead and take our little guy out here. I am kind of sad this is smashed, so I wasn't really planning on collecting the box itself. That's kind of silly, I guess. I usually do, but I don't know. What do you guys keep your boxes? I keep a lot of them, but I feel like I have so much just taking up space now. And I did notice yesterday I ended up taking this back out of the other package. So I have him sitting on my desk too, just like that. It's kind of a neat way to, I guess, Tamadoc. Somebody needs to make these. That's so cute. So here's the instruction book. Like I said, I've not read it all the way. I just did the very beginning so I could figure out how to get it set up yesterday, but I need to take some time to do this because there's a lot of like gestures and things that you do that I don't know. So there's that. Let's go ahead and take a look here. So there's the pink. I just love the little like sparkles in the flowers, kind of just like with the stars. They did kind of the same thing, but I feel like it's more noticeable on the pink. I don't know if it's just because there's a case on there or not, but it's just darker. So with the pink, it's bright, like a hot pink in there, kind of. And you can see, I'm trying to get the right angle because I can see it in person. There you go. So there's the pink shell. You can see it's got the camera in the back, the little reset button, and a screw. It's a little bit different than the color models before. So I have another one right here of my Tamagotchi on. So when you look at the back, you can see the reset button's in a little bit different place. And because the camera is up here, it doesn't have the charm loop at the top where you would normally like connect a lanyard or a wrist strap or something. So what they did on this model was put it on the side right here. So it was a little interesting for me because I make cases. So I'm kind of having to learn to adapt to making the holes in different places, but we'll see how that goes. Here's a side-by-side comparison for those wondering about what it, the difference between the on and the new Pix. You can kind of see screen width. It's got a little bit larger screen, and it's a tad bit heavier. I mean, not much, but I don't know. What do you think? It's just a small difference. There you go. I think I got all angles. And then it obviously doesn't have the little, I think that was IR or Bluetooth, whatever the on has. This one does not have that. So connecting is a little bit different on here too, which you guys will learn is there's no more connecting Tama to Tama like you would typically. Instead, now we're going to have QR codes, which is kind of cool in sense because you can actually connect with friends around the world without being in person with them. So you just share your code, it shares your profile, and then you guys can be friends. It's kind of neat. So I feel like this Tama is more of, more reminiscent of the vintages. That's just how I feel. So a tip I figured out, I'm sure it's probably in the instruction manual, but when you actually go to open up the shell on here, when you undo or loosen the screw, the back of the shell doesn't just slide off like it does with the other versions. You actually have to press in that reset button all the way to get it to come out. So there's that. As usual, be very gentle with your screw because you don't want to strip that out. They're kind of a pain to try to replace. But I do like that the ones here in the US, they're secured in there. So when you flip it upside down, I've never had these screws actually fall out of here. So that's a good thing. Next, you're going to see the batteries. This time they go horizontally instead of vertical. And that's to allow for the space or the location of the camera, basically. So there's that. Nothing too exciting. I went ahead and put batteries in. So let me go ahead and put it back together. I like to use these tiny little eyedrop or eyeglass screwdrivers. They're very handy. All right, let's see what we've got here. So while I took a break, I went ahead and had started it up. I keyed in my username and I did the little quiz, which actually was nice and easy on this one. I did not have the same issue that I had in the video I did yesterday. If you watched my other unboxing of the purple, when I was trying to do the little quiz, it was like the buttons weren't registering what I was selecting, and then it kept like sending me back to the beginning of the quiz. And I felt maybe like that was a glitch or something, so I don't know why it was different, but I'm happy that it wasn't another issue with this one. So I'm going to go ahead and just walk you through the menus here so you can see some subtle differences between this and the previous models that you might have played. So to wake it up, because there's no buttons now, you have to push the camera at the top. So when you do that, it'll wake your character up, and then you can go through. So when you look at the menu, you're going to see status, feed. This is where you go to food, the what do you call it, the kitchen and whatnot. Let's go. So I'm going to go differently. Let's go all the way in the menus here. So status. Why is it not going? Let's see. Okay. There we go. So there you go. That's kind of a perfect example of what happens. So when you're doing it, if your finger's hovering over, see, I'm not even touching the buttons and they just go. So it's almost like it detects like heat or something. I don't know the technology behind it, but it's very sensitive. So if you get your finger anywhere near the button, it's probably gonna register it as a click. So keeping that in mind, this also doesn't have the cover on it that I have on the purple one, and when I'm playing with this one now, I notice a subtle difference in that. So I'm going to play these two side by side and see if that's actually the case. But let's go ahead and go in the menu. So status, I don't know why it's doing that. That's weird. Okay, so Tama stats. This is exactly what people are running into, I think. Okay, so you can see it looks similar. So there's a happy meter, hunger, friendship, and your money or gotchi points. Oh my gosh, it timed out, of course. So, and then it shows you username. My Tama character is TamaPatchy right now. You can see gender, generation, and the age. So that's that. So let's go check then. Next option is profile. So it shows my birthday, username, and I'm not sure what this is going to be yet. I'm sure we'll figure out later on. Right now it just has my username. And that's about it for that menu. So very, very similar. What's different to me on this version is only 6 icons are showing up right here. I feel like there's usually more, but it's because it goes on to the next page, you'll see. So in feed, we'll go ahead right now because I have a baby. We only have the fridge option. So the options are milk or cookie. I'm going to go ahead and just feed this little cutie because I hate neglecting them even though I'm doing a quick video here. How many of you can relate? Alright, so let's give him some milk and cookies. I think it's a she. There's a little bow. All right, so there's something. Once I get a little bit older character, I'll do another video to show you guys what the other options are, but basically restaurant is pretty normal. Just like in the other models, you go in there and you can order food, pay for it that way. And then the other option that I saw in here, where did it go? Feed is cook. So with cook, that's kind of a neat way to, you can actually make your own food for your Tama just by taking pictures of colors, and then you kind of mix it together. So I'm sure you've seen videos, but it's very cute. So next is play, but my character, again, is too young, can't go in there yet. I'm kind of learning this as I go. So toilet, if you find a poop, you'd select the toilet button and then swipe your finger across the buttons to clean the poop away, basically. And then there's also a bath option, which is right there. So when you're playing, it'll tell you, you can see up here, like what you should be doing if you don't know. And then I found that if you do know and you just start doing it, then that little hint doesn't pop up anymore. So that's kind of cool. So there was the bath. Let's see. Next option is item box. So this is where any items, accessories, furniture, decor, and I'm not sure which special is yet, but we will figure it out as we go. Next up is go out, but he's too young, or she. There's the camera. Where did it go? So camera. You can take a photo. You can do inside or outside. So this is basically to take a picture of your character, I believe. Let's just take a picture of the yarn wall here. So there's that. So it saves the pictures. I saw it yesterday. Try inside. There, maybe that's the option. So you can kind of, you pick a different room or outside. But he won't go out there yet. So let's take a picture of him right here. So you can see him walking around and take a picture. So it's not too complicated. And that's kind of neat. You can just save pictures of your character in there. And when you're done, you just back out with the C button like traditional Tamagotchi. That's usual. The next one says phone. I've not figured out what that is yet. Next is connect. I'm gonna learn that next, but I saw somebody shared that it actually does it with QR codes, so that's how I knew. And then there's medicine, so if your character's sick, you would select that. Come on. He didn't want medicine. A notebook, typically where it saves the Tamas that you've met. I'm guessing that's what that would be. Yeah, so same thing, as you uncover them, you'll start to see those little question cards turn into like a picture. Same thing with recipes and items. I've not done any of that stuff yet because I just started it up. And then in settings, you can change time, brightness, and sound. So brightness, you can make it brighter by pushing the middle button or dimmer by using the first. So I'm going to go ahead and make it a little brighter because I like it that way. And then sound is just on and off. And I don't know if you can quite tell in the video, but the sound on this device is substantially quieter than other models, which is kind of nice because it's a little more discreet. For those of us who are in our 30s still playing with Tamagotchi, I mean, I've kind of learned over the years not to really care what people think, and I literally always have a Tamagotchi on me. But it is nice that if it's like that, then I'm not going to annoy somebody who's sitting next to me who maybe doesn't appreciate staying young at heart. So that's basically it. I'm still not into the habit of clicking the top to wake him up. You just saw that I'm trying to click the first button to wake it up. But so there you go. You can see it's adorable. I would 100% buy this again. I'm certain I will figure out how to navigate better and know, like I noticed just doing the video that it was registering a little better using my pointer finger instead of my thumb. So I think the issue is with it reading other buttons is that it's like you're clicking two buttons at once almost, if you imagine that. Oh, look at, he's gonna go to the bathroom. So there's a nice little, you go, bathroom. Get to see the cute little animation. How's that for good timing? I love the little duck potty. Alright, you guys, so that's pretty much it for now. I just wanted to get this uploaded before the sun went down because it started to get a little cloudy here where I'm at today, and I wanted to kind of beat the rain so that I could use the decent lighting for this instead of my horrible lighting in my office here. So I will do more videos as my little Tamagotchis grow, and so you can see the differences between no case versus having a case, and we will go from there. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great weekend, and make sure to follow for more videos.